because they're all making Christianity cool. You know, they're all in the baggy jeans. They're all in the draping t-shirt,
the long hair, the
chain,
tattoos,
the long hair, the tattoos, and everyone's looking at them like, oh, this is cool Christianity. Like, we found someone that makes Christianity cool. And bro, that ain't the case, mate. Like, I ain't judging these people. They got their podcasts, they got their shows. You know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna get into it because that's not the point. But bro, if we're just gonna follow after people just because they look how we want Christians to look, or how I think Christians should look because that's a little bit more cool. They seem like a cool guy to follow. Like, what are we doing here, mate?
Well, humans are molding Christianity to what they want it to be.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yes.
You hit the nail on the head there. People are doing that and finding someone online that matches their what they want to believe.
And their current state of their life.
Yeah, in that current state, they want to believe this. So they'll find someone that agrees with that thing and use that as then their gospel to be like, no, but Jesus said I can do this.
And again, there's nothing wrong with going online, finding people that have the same doctrine as you, that are helping you grow spiritually. I mean, that's what we hope this podcast does. But when you're taking that advice over the advice of your pastor, or when you're listening to that more than the advice of your ministry leader, that's when there's a problem. And I found it interesting because Ephesians 4, Paul talks about it, and he says this, and he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and some teachers. Okay. So this is God giving these people that have been placed in your church these gifts. The gift of being a pastor, the gift of being a teacher. Okay. For what? In verse 12, he says it very clearly. For the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, and for the edifying of the body of Christ, till we all come in the unity of the faith and the knowledge of the Son of God, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ. This is what cracked me. Okay? 14. That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried around with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lay to deceive. So that we're not constantly going around and listening to this doctrine and listening to that doctrine. Because the same guy that is saying Jesus Christ is Lord is the same guy that's saying that women can be preachers on the pulpit. The same guy that's saying Jesus save is the same guy that's saying that evolution was how the earth came to be. This is the issue I have. Is that you guys are so willing, people are so willing to listen to these people online and send me reels and send me TikToks and say, how great's this guy, how great's that guy, without doing just a little bit of research. Because if you do just a tiny bit of research, you'll realize, hey, there might be a problem here. And my issue with that is, okay, if you're sending it to me, who else are you sending it to? What teenager is getting this and is starting to form their biblical worldview around that person rather than Jesus Christ and the leaders that God's put there? Because here's the thing. They don't care about the work of the ministry that's happening at our church. They don't care about the edifying of our saints, of our body of Christ. That's why God has put those people in our church. That's why God has put those leaders in our lives. That's why even when someone from another church will text the have a chat channel, or they'll call me and say, hey, I need this advice on this, I'll give them my 2 cents, but I'll always refer back to go talk to your pastor, go talk to your spiritual leader.